What's going on with your boy God by 2009? I'm about to go ahead and get started because this is a more serious topic, but I'm always happy to see y'all as always. Let me go ahead and get open up the chat room so I can talk to y'all. I hope everybody had a good day yesterday. I thought about this topic yesterday because a lot of stuff happened, and I think it would be a good title because a lot of people ask me about stuff like this all the time. So I thought it'd be a good day to talk about it. So make sure you like the video, and we go ahead and jump right into it. I'm gonna open up my chat so I can talk with y'all right quick. Hey everybody, hello. Make sure y'all like as y'all in the chat room, and I'm gonna jump into this. Uh, it's kind of deep, so I don't really know where to begin. So y'all just be patient with me and bear with me as I go through this. I want to talk about the dark side of Scorpio because we have talked about a lot of the lighter topics or whatever, but I want to talk about the dark side because there is definitely a dark side because there's a yin and a yang to everybody, and it's not all peaches and cream. So I gotta definitely tell y'all about the dark side of a Scorpio man and the things that we have to go through constantly. So hey Julia, hey Peaches D, y'all make sure y'all like as y'all come in. Hey Talia, y'all know I love y'all to death. So I gotta come up with the best stuff for y'all. So I hope y'all like this one because it's really kind of deep. So y'all make sure to like the video too. And I'm about to jump right into it. So y'all just give me a minute. Y'all give me a second. I'm writing a message to y'all. I'm just trying to get everything straight. Y'all give me a chance. I see y'all watching. I'm happy to see everybody. Hello, everybody. I see y'all coming in. Make sure y'all like as y'all come in the chat room. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm just trying to make sure everything's straight. Yeah, it's Wednesday. No, you thought it was Wednesday? No, it's Thursday. It does feel like a Wednesday, doesn't it, Keegan? Hey, look, hey Kim, hey Julia, hey Talia, hey Peaches D, hey Art Kima. Your name is long, so I'm trying to. I'm gonna just call you Art. All right, so I'm gonna get into this right. I'll just like from a lot of Scorpio, like a lot of people want to know, what necessarily makes a Scorpio male the way they are, what necessarily makes us and drives us to be a certain particular way. Um, it's particular times because we come from a lot of us come from dark pasts, a lot of us come from dark, childhoods, a lot of us come from dark backgrounds, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us grow up, we start off life with a lot of what you would call chaos, dysfunctional families, many, many dark past secrets, you know what I mean? Many tragedies happen to us at an early age. We learn a lot of deep um, meanings of life at an early age because of the countless dark side of life that most people don't really get a grasp of till they a certain age. But we started to see it at an early age. We start to realize the realization of life at an early age. We start to see, it's not everything is not all it's cracked up to be. Everything is not, peaches and cream. At an early age, it's always felt like, the dark, like its dark forces was over my life. Even from how I was brought into this world. You know what I mean? But my parents came from, what you would call abusive homes. Both of them grew up very extremely poor. You know what I'm saying? Both of them came from broken homes. Um, I came from, a home where it was, a lot of us and a lot of Scorpios can vouch for me. A lot of us come from homes that are extremely wild, extremely abusive. A lot of Scorpios grow up homeless. A lot of them grow up, as orphans. Like it's just always something with about a Scorpio. Like it's like the spirit of death and the spirit of darkness try to hunt our lives. That's why it's hard for a lot of Scorpios to necessarily make it to the Phoenix stage because of our dark past. It's hard. It's very hard. That's one of our main things for us to overcome. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have to really, really grab onto to the spirit or some type of spirituality. Grab onto the Lord because it's hard for us to get out of that dark place. Is a lot of us, Scorpios, we go through extremely dark, tragic, past, present and futures. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us deal with a lot of demons that try to follow us everywhere we go. It seems like, countless enemies, come out the woodwork. People want to hate on us for no reason out the woodwork. People we don't even know. You know what I'm saying? People we never initiated any type of conflict with, people we never even met, people we have to, a lot of Scorpios we have to fight a lot growing up as kids. We have to fight, getting a lot of fights, what I mean? A lot of Scorpio kids, we get, thrown from, we come, if you like me that come from a broken home, about moving from place to place, moving from city to city, living on the streets, you know what I mean, with nothing but the clothes on your back, you know what I'm saying? A lot of Scorpios, we see stuff that people can't really fathom in their mind, actually living like we experienced that early, you know what I'm saying? We see that early on, and that's why you wonder why a lot of Scorpios become very dark and very mean and very closed off and don't really fuck with a lot of people because we have our reasons. We see the tragedies, the dark sides. You know what I'm saying? I always felt like the a dark spirit followed me because it seemed like all my friends. I come from a city where all my friends, started getting killed at early ages for just any type of stuff that you would just read in the news or see in the newspaper. You would see in a movie or something. It was just like a dark tragedy movie. Like a lot of Scorpio lives are like dark tragic movies because we see so much death at an early age. That's why they say we are the sign of death. I witnessed a lot of death at an early age. I've seen a lot of people get murdered. I seen a lot of people die of numerous things. It's always seemed like the evil dark spirit had always followed me. Like I had, suffer from what you would call post-traumatic stress disorder from seeing so many people get tragically die, in front of me. And it can get to the point, even not just being a Scorpio, people that have actually been through, go through jobs, grew up in environments like that, they can understand. Like we see a lot of the hard stuff, and a lot of Scorpios have problems with dealing with that and coping with that. A lot of the Scorpios end up, some of them have really problems with substance abuse, whether it's alcohol, whatever type of drugs. A lot of Scorpios suffer from enormous rage. You know what I mean? A lot of them suffer from anxiety disorder. A lot of us suffer from um, it's separation anxiety because we see so much. The people seem like the people we love the most in our lives seem to die for some reason, or seen something seems to happen to them. So it makes it very hard. People betray us and damn near break our hearts, and it makes us really. It makes a lot of, just like I said in my other video, it makes a lot of Scorpios extremely bitter. It makes a lot of Scorpios really mean. It makes a lot of Scorpios really ruthless because witnessing death every day is not a normal task. Like I grew up in environments where, like, my family, I had my family just seemed like it was just evil. It just seemed like I felt like an alien a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy, and blessed that I found a relationship with the Lord where I can, at an early age, it seemed like he spiritually grabbed me by my hand, because he is all spirit, you know what I'm saying? So he grabbed me by my hand, led me at an early age. So I became, I woke up to the darkness side. I seen what was going on, you know what I mean? I see what's going on around the world. I see how everything is, done a certain way, how people treat each you a certain type of way. Hey, Sapphire. Hey, Lorraine. I was at the age of 13, I was already homeless. You know what I'm saying? I was growing up on the streets. Like, that's why you see me, like, you got to forgive me sometimes for having straight, like, raw profanity in my language, coming off in an aggressive type of way, because I grew up like that. I didn't grow up around with a silver spoon. You know what I'm saying? I grew up around pimps and drug dealers and bums and drug addicts. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't look at them like that. I look at them like being my family, because these are the people that basically raised me and gave me certain, even though they didn't live lives that they wanted me to model or really follow. They gave me a lot of real morals. They gave me a lot of real truth, and they told me a lot of real facts about life. And they told me, they guided me in the right direction, even though they weren't necessarily living a clean lifestyle that they can really preach to me. But they really tried to steer me in the right direction, because I didn't really have no guidance. You know what I'm saying? My mother had a lot of children, so she tried to do the best she can with me and my sisters, my brothers, sisters, whatever. My father, you know, he was like really, he was really selfish. I didn't really know him from an early age on. I did have a, stepfather, whatever, you know what I mean? He had his abusive, he was extremely abusive, you know what I mean? He was extremely abusive because he, it seemed just like I said, it seemed like Scorpio, we always have this, it seemed like we have this sign on us that makes demons just attract to us and just come at us. People from all types of walks of life with their dark spirits and their evil ways just come at us. It seemed like he always hated me and despised me, but he did try, certain to do certain things, but I guess that's the way he was brought up. So I was raised by hand, you know what I'm saying? I was raised to see the most wicked stuff early on in life. I was raised to see that people don't care. I learned early that people were ruthless. I was raised early, that you can't trust but so many people. I was raised early to see that people actually die. You know what I'm saying? People actually get robbed every day. People actually, die of sicknesses. People actually drop dead. You know what I'm saying? We learn these realizations at an early age. We don't wear what you would call rose-colored shades. We see what's going on around us, and we realize it from this hat. You know what I'm saying? I learned it. You know what I'm saying? I know that it's sick. It's a lot of sick motherfuckers out here. You know, I know it's. I see the news. I see people. I know people kidnap little kids. I know people are all into all types of shit. I'm not oblivious to that. You know what I mean? I'm not brain. I'm not. You know, Scorpios. We're not. We don't wear rose-colored shades. We know we're very in tune with what's going on around us. We're not blind. You know what I mean? We're not brainwashed. We're very aware of what's going on. You know what I mean? But at the same time, where most people would worry, you know, Scorpio, we come to the realization and we learn to thrive with our head held up high, because being sad and being afraid, we realize that's only going to be a hindrance. That's only going to be weight on our shoulders. So we realize that we have to deal with it, that it is a dark side to everything. We're not scared to see the taboos in life. We know that it's a evil, it's a really wicked world. So it makes us it makes a lot of us have a hard outer exterior and on our face. A lot of us look very mean a lot of times, a lot of us, but we're not necessarily mean. All of the ones that look mean are not necessarily mean. We just have a harder out exterior because of the past we live in. That's why you see people want to know why is the Scorpio gaze so hypnotic? Why is it so mesmerizing? Why is it so piercing? Because you know, they say the eyes is the mirror to the soul. And when you have a soul that's deep like water, where you've been through hell and back, you have a certain particular look in your eyes. You have a particular gaze in your eyes that's hard for people to not attract to, because we are very sincere and we are very real, because we see the harshness. I seen my family, my cousins get murdered. I seen, you know, different things in life. You know, I seen my cousin, you know, walking with me and talking to me. Next day, he's dead in the hospital. He's laying dead in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? I had to realize this stuff. It got to the point where I had to make some type of peace. I had to make some type of uh, spiritual connection, because it can either break you or drive you crazy. You know, as a Scorpio man, it can, you know, have you spiral into uh, a lifestyle of substance abuse, drugs, women, whatever, in order to cope. A lot of Scorpio men, we a lot of them, you know, we drink heavy. You know what I'm saying? In my past, I drank real heavy. You know what I'm saying? You know, thank the Lord, I've been 2 years clean. You know what I mean? From being a you know, stone driven alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? Um, I've been able to cope with that and deal with that. Scorpio man, a lot of Scorpio men can you know, co-sign me. A lot of us deal with the excessive behavior because of the extremes in life that we see and extremes of people that we see. It makes us very extreme because we don't want to. We have that motion. No matter what happens, we're gonna adjust to it. We learn to adjust in life, and we realize that life is no more than a breath into eternity. Life is nothing more than a breath into eternity. And I want y'all to listen to me. Life is nothing more than a breath into eternity. You are only a breath away from seeing your eternity. You know what I'm saying? This is only a temporary phase. This is a very, very temporary phase. We concentrate so much and invest so much into a life that is only temporary. We invest so much into a life that really is not going to invest in us. We don't invest in the spirit, you know, our creator. We don't invest into, you know, the things of the heart, the things of the soul, and things of the mind. You know what I'm saying? We so focused on this, like I want to, like, people see like this and be like, oh, you know, I like your stuff or whatever, but people see this, see me with, and be like, oh, you dress nice, whatever. But it's because it's for certain reasons. I appreciate everything, you know, even when it's real nice, whatever. Because you know, I might be having like real nice stuff now, but people don't see our dark past. People always see the glow of Scorpio man. They see the good parts. They don't see like how I had to wear my brother's hand me downs, my cousin's old clothes growing up. I'd have to wear big ass t-shirts and shit to school. You know, stuff with holes in it. You know what I mean? Old clothes. You know what I'm saying? Because we could. My mother, she tried her best, but she just couldn't afford that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I knew I didn't feel sorry for myself. I knew when I was old enough to work. You know what I'm saying? Even at an early age, I learned how to work. You know, I realized that if I put effort into doing something, and that the older people would pay me. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was cutting grass, whether it was dishing out newspapers, you know what I mean? Whether it was, painting somebody's house, whether it was cutting bushes, chopping trees, doing whatever, you know what I'm saying, to make a couple of dollars, make a couple of mix CDs, DJ at a couple of parties or whatever. I knew that grinding and the hard work ethic would get me whatever I wanted to. And a lot of Scorpios can vouch for that. A lot of us don't come from a past where everything is hand held to us. I had to come up from nothing, basically nothing. You know what I'm saying? I had the days where I only ate soup. I had the days where I only had a couple of dollars, where you have to make a decision whether you're gonna put gas in your car or you're gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? I've been through that. You know what I mean? Don't ever see me and think I'm never gonna see me act like I'm better than anybody. You will never ever see me act funny to any of y'all, because then I've been there. I've been had nothing. I'm gonna always be there. If you want to say I'm anything, I'd rather be the people's champ, because I'm for the people. Like, I'm with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the struggle with y'all. I can't hang around too many of the ritzy people, people that's, you know what I mean, because they're gonna look at me funny. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand my language. They don't understand my lingo. They didn't grow up like me. You know what I'm saying? So they can't possibly understand. I just didn't have that. I didn't have everything put on a platter for me. You know what I'm saying? I had to bust my ass and struggle, you know what I mean, and sacrifice in order to get to anything I had. It seemed like Scorpios, it seemed like we have to just damn near kill ourselves just to get to what somebody else that do absolutely nothing get, thrown to them. It seemed like we got to grind and climb on our hands and feet and elbows just to get to a small, just to get this far. You know what I'm saying? Just to get this far. So when we actually do get to a point where we want to get to, is damn earned. You know what I'm saying? We work extremely hard. We don't mind. I didn't mind mopping the floors. I didn't mind, you know, standing for hours at a time. I didn't mind working in the warehouse trucks, because I knew I wasn't going to always be there. I always had a passion and ambition, and I always made it to the next phase because I was always willing to work and not even wait my turn. I was always willing to aggressively work my way up to the top. I didn't do too many talking about, I just did it. You know what I mean? I just grind. Even when people was telling me, "Oh, you're not gonna do that shit. You ain't, you ain't gonna do this. You ain't gonna do that." I didn't argue with them. I just, in the back of my head, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna work my ass off. I'm gonna do everything that I said. They might call us, as Scorpios, they might call us crazy, but we're crazy enough to believe in what we set out to do. We're crazy enough to strive for our dreams. We're crazy enough to ignore the bullshit that people put in our ears. We're crazy enough to follow our own passions. Yeah, we're crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get back to y'all chat, because I know y'all got a lot to tell me. Absolutely. Absolutely. Make sure y'all don't forget the light either. Hey, Angela. Hey, Willie. What up, Willie? Hey, Willie. Hey, put your email in the chat room, bro, so I can hit you, so I can do a video with you. I might go ahead and do a video with my boy Willie next, man. But I had to do this one because I knew this one was important as any video I ever did. You know what I'm saying? What up, Lavelle? What up? Hey, baby, the King Prince of Jackatry. Yeah, I have done plumbing. I worked at Walmart. I don't work at Kmart. I don't work um warehouse trucks for a bunch of raggedy companies. I done mop floors. I done laid cement down. I done dug ditches. I have, you know, I've done construction. I've done HVAC. I done merchant marine. Like, I work. I knew everything, anything I wanted, if I was willing to work for it, and break my knuckles for it, that it's gonna all be worth it. You know what I'm saying? And even if I didn't get what I wanted at that time, at least I have the respect of my peers and my family and friends that know that I didn't have to go asking for handouts. I didn't have to, no, it wasn't handed to me. It seemed like the what's the word for it? It seemed like the rewards were that much sweeter because I strive for it and I struggled. You know, everything you're seeing right now, I'm a living testimony because I seen death. I walked out of an accident without a scratch, and you know, like 2 years ago, and my car looked like a soda can, and I walked. It was just crazy. You know, I was hit on, head on by an SUV. You know what I'm saying? And it was a wake up call. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely a wake up call, and it woke me up to a different phase, and I approach life with a different passion. I approach life with a different aggression that I never have before, and a ambition and a humbleness about it. Because before that point, I was always like that and hungry, but I wasn't as humble. It seemed like those near death experiences humbled me, and I'm able to appreciate everything that's done. I appreciate everything that's happened. I appreciate every moment and second that the Lord gives me to be able to talk to y'all, be able to reach to my people, because I've seen the dark side of everything. I've seen the times where, you know, the dark lonely nights. A lot of Scorpios we spend a lot of times alone. You know, people would think because how we approach life and how charismatic we are, and that we have 100 people around us. Yeah, we can have 100 people around us, but we realize we can't trust too many people because we know that a lot of times that is not real because we see the betrayal. We go through betrayal at an early age. We see how people stab each other in the back. We know, like, I can turn my head for 2 seconds, and you know, the same person that's smiling the same man that's smiling me in my face could want to kill me in that same heartbeat. A lot of people can't fathom that type of realization in their mind, but as a Scorpio man, we can see through that. We can see through people's words. We can see through words. It's almost like a mirror. We can see through it. We can see through people's intentions. I can see through the smile to see if you're apprehensive about even talking to me. I can see if you're nervous. I can tell when a person's nervous. I can tell when a person really don't fuck with me like that, but they alright with me. I can tell when a person genuinely got love for me. I can just see that shit because when you go up in the streets, it's like going to you. It's like getting your masters. You know what I'm saying? It's like getting your masters in human psychology because you see every type of weirdo character, demon, evil characteristic that you can possibly go through. You learn business in the streets. You learn manipulation, and you learn how to deal with scoundrels. You learn how to deal with swindlers. You learn how to deal with liars. You learn how to deal with backstabbers. You know what I mean? And a lot of Scorpios, we learn these dark things early because we see it. Even earlier, we see it. You can talk to a Scorpio child and they'll sound like an adult. I have the demeanor of an adult because a lot of us go through stuff at an early age. Like all of my friends, and a lot of Scorpios can vouch for me on this too. A lot of a lot of Scorpio friends like come from dark pasts, just like the Scorpio. A lot of us become what you would say. A lot of our friends have lost their parents. A lot of our friends have parents that have been killed. Like a lot of our friends have lost at least one person. They all have tragedies in their backgrounds. You know, one of my friends lost his mother to an illness when he was 8 years old. Another one of my friends, lost his mother. It just back to back to back. All of them, a lot of them lost their mother. Either they lost both parents, either they went to prison, are doing 100 years. Either they died when I was in. A lot of them got killed during my high school years. A lot of them tragically died in many different ways. And I had to learn. It just built my character to a certain way where I made peace with it. I realized that you can't, just like in the Bible it would say, let the dead mourn the dead. I had to realize if I have any type of faith in the Lord, the God that I pray to, that I had to realize that this is only a temporary phase of pain, and that this is not going to always be like this. It's not going to always be this evil. It's not going to always be this dark. That he who what's last shall be first. You know what I'm saying? And I'm starting to realize that I'm really starting to realize that even through all the dark forces that try to stop and hinder anything that you know we have to dig inside ourselves and look and take a good look at ourselves and become the realization that we can make it through whatever we go through. It's just you have to bear through it. It's just being persistent. We know that Scorpios, we realize that if we be consistent, if we work hard and we be consistent and drive and fight, I mean fight with our hands, knees, even if we don't have nothing left. If I just have to just take my arm and just swing it, just we have to fight until the last. I mean, until it's the last round. As long as even if you lose, you still have that respect. You're gonna take something with you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have something with you. Even if you don't get the title, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn a new move. You're gonna learn how to. You're gonna learn something. You're gonna learn something from your battles. I realize my battles is what made me. My wars and my tragedies and my downfalls is what made me and what built me into being a God by 2009. Because if I was a person that had everything handed to him, and I didn't go through all the hell, and water, that we go through as Scorpios, then we don't. How we supposed to be the person that we are? You know what I mean? I'm gonna holler at y'all right quick before I end this little video. That's hold on. I'm gonna read some of y'all stuff. Let me give me a chance. Let me see. Hey, Golden Dancer. We can use negativity to turn it as a positive because we've been through the same stuff over and over again. That's why we succeed a lot. Yeah, one thing about Scorpio is we go through. We don't mind sitting and waiting and going through poverty. I've been through the poverty. I've been through extreme poverty. A lot of Scorpios we go through extreme poverty, but we don't. We will climb, and our passion and our work drive and our work effort and our passion and our ambition is so strong, and our spirituality is so strong into the Lord. Like I just it just drove me. I realized even it's more spiritual than physical. It's more supernatural than natural. You know what I'm saying? And I realized it's nothing that I can't add a day or take away a day away from my life. But if as long as I keep persistent with courage and what I mean, and faith in my heart, you know what I'm saying, I can go through anything, go through any fire, you know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of us go through the Phoenix phase. That's why you see me, even as a Scorpio man, I'm able to talk and be expressive and tell y'all about so much stuff because I'm at the point now where I'm ready to open up to people, and I don't mind opening up to people and being real. I don't mind, going through all the crazy stuff. I don't mind like people hate and evil looks and dissing me and all that stuff. It's just a part of I can take it across the chin like a light slap because from the stuff I experienced before I was 13 years old is nothing compared to that. It's absolutely nothing compared to that. The hatred and the pettiness and the bullshit is nothing compared to my life outside of this. Like the stuff that I go through here, there's nothing compared to the. I'd rather go through this little stuff and this little hatred than have hollow tips flying over my head every day. You know what I'm saying? Or some maniac is hanging over my shoulder trying to kill me because he gets a little jealous. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's that petty, but it's that real. You know what I mean? You could be here today and gone tomorrow. That's why us as Scorpios, we are very extreme. We're very overprotective of our loved ones because we know that death can be around the corner. You know what I mean? Death can be a heartbeat away. You know what I'm saying? And we have to be prepared, and we have to be assertive, and we have to be driven and do and complete our tasks and leave nothing unmarked and leave no territory untouched because every day could be the last day. You know what I mean? Every day could be the next day into eternity. And I know even if it's my last day, my grandchildren or my whatever, even my I don't have no kids or nothing, but my nephews and cousins and little brothers, they can come and they can follow my foot. They can say, "Hey, my big brother, my big cousin, I mean, my big uncle was here," and I can walk behind his footsteps with dignity and with my head up high because he worked hard. He busted his ass. He had integrity. He had morals. He had values. He was a masculine man of godly character. He was spiritual. He was strong. He was brave. You know what I'm saying? And he stomped hard and he kept his head up high. And that means more to me than money. My cousins, they can walk with dignity and pride and respect, and they can say, "Hey man, he was here. He did that. That's my family. I'm proud of him. I can walk. I have something to model after and be proud of. They don't have to walk behind me in shame." You know what I'm saying? And that means more to me than anything. And I think any Scorpio kid say that for any matter. The respect is enormous for us. When we leave here, we want to leave with respect. We want to leave with, you know, if I didn't touch anybody's life or help anybody, do anything for anybody, it feels like my life would have been in vain. Like that y'all telling me y'all love my videos and y'all love what I do and I help y'all and inspires y'all and y'all enjoy it. That means more to me than anything because I feel like I'm affecting you. I want my vibration to lift your vibration up, and when we feed off each other, we build each other up because that's how it's supposed to be. And I'm promise I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm gonna promise to keep doing, giving y'all the best stuff I can. Let me hold on. Read. Sapphire Black says, "Yeah, it's crazy. Since I've been tuning in to you, you helped me so much." Yeah, please like the video. Thank you, Julia. I appreciate it. Uh, thank you, Sarah. Hey, Sarah. Yes, Sarah, you're right. You have some driven and motivation. It's worth it. No, Libra and Scorpio are supposed to be. Sarah Elizabeth said Libra and Scorpio are supposed to be a train wreck, but I think his Libras that just balance things out. Not to me as being a Scorpio. I don't know how it is between the women and the men, but me as being a Scorpio with Libra women, they always seem to. I always seem to get a little obsessed, and a lot of us as Scorpios get obsessed over Libras. We chase them down. I don't know, but I think it's because they're very charming, they're very classy, and they're very jazzy, like, and they're very smooth and very, they have manners. They're big on manners and being polite and keeping up appearances and being very ladylike, and it's very addicting for us. And we kind of chase them and haul, and I'm like on the back. They like Libra, but they like that stuff. It's like they're so charming. It's like we get each other. Libra, they love our masculinity, they love our charisma, they love our, how we keep up with ourselves, because Libra are very big on class and presentation, and how we wear nice fragrances, and then different, keep our hair cut, keep our face shaved and stuff like that. Like Libra are big on stuff like that. Just Virgos are too. Make sure no dirt behind your fingernails. Make sure you clean, just little stuff like that. Just little stuff like that. I'm sorry for stepping off topic, y'all, but I just had to answer that question. We just learned. Hey, Shelly. Leos are okay. Leos are good. My Leo was excellent, but she was dramatic as fuck, and she was crazy as a bag of bat turds. You know what I'm saying? She was extremely beautiful. You know what I'm saying? She was extremely charismatic, but she was extremely dramatic. She was extremely bipolar, and she was extremely stalking. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it got to the point where it was creepy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I had to get the hell away from her. I'm a man. I'm man enough to admit, yeah, I ran away from her. I got the fuck away from her. She was crazy as shit. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers ain't gonna admit to their bullshit. I admit to that. She kind of shook your boy up. I had to get the hell away from her, man. She was like She was like the Wicked Witch of the East. I had to get that girl crazy, man. She, you know what I'm saying? You know, it might be good for some, but you know, what's good for some, not good for others. You know, different strokes for different folks. But she definitely was from, you know, looks is not everything. Now I understand what David Ruff is saying, where he said beauty is only skin deep, because that's the gospel truth, Ruth. Cause that she was crazy as fuck with a beautiful ass face. I'm shining the crown now, but only because. Okay, let me write this down, Willie. It's W. Williams 52. Let me get something to write this down right quick, Willie. Y'all make sure y'all like the video. You know, I had family that was very, you know, that had a lot of money, that were very well off, but a lot of them were very selfish. I had family that were very greedy, that didn't do anything for each other. A lot of them hated each other. I just learned. I just seen so much at an early age. I seen the abuse. I seen how people could be evil to kids, and I realized that, you know, even at an early age, because I was just witnessing it. Sometimes, you know, even as Scorpio, it's like what we look at the life is like, it's like what the fuck. It's like, well, I'm still here. Sometimes I used to ask the Lord, like, why am I still here? Why can't I just, you know, die like the rest of my friends in the streets? Something happened to me, because it's just living this life. Sometimes that shit takes it weighs so heavy on your soul. It can make you be like, it make you question why the fuck you still here. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. When you lose so many loved ones and they keep dying back to back to back, you got to ask yourself. You got to come to some type of realization of life. You know what I mean? You have to. There's no way that you can't. Either you just go crazy, you know. You know, I lost my sister to terminal illness when she was 5 years old. She died on Valentine's Day. It's just different stuff like that was just dark. It's like my life. It was just surrounded by darkness. It was just I had to deal. We learned about death at an early age. We learned the realization of death, that people are not here forever. That, you know, life is not a joke. It's not a joke at all. It's, you know what I mean? This ain't. It's we can enjoy it and have fun, but we realize it's very serious. It's something that for we gotta take it for what it's worth. You gotta be serious, because it's not always gonna be here, and we realize that. Oh, okay, Kim, I understand. No harm done. My Leo was dramatic as shit, you know. And even, oh yeah, I forgot. Thank you, Kim, for bringing that up about Leo, because I gotta tell y'all a little something. You know, my girlfriend, she was very beautiful. She, you know, I was young, she was young, but she was beautiful. She, you know, she had the body. I had the mindset. You know, I'm honest. I had the mindset like everybody else. You know, she had the fat booty, pretty face. You know what I'm saying? Long hair. You know, beautiful, flawless skin. Yeah, she had all that stuff. But what made me really attracted to her was her tragic past. Her father was murdered by changing his tire on the side of the road when she was 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? And she never had no real father figure. She never had that, no grounded family. Her mother was dysfunctional. Her mother had her at a young age, and it's just like both of us had these chaotic pasts, and it's just we clicked very fast. You know what I mean? But I didn't. I was so naive to realize that this woman, has so many demons and things that she didn't have, you know, got over. And even though she loved me and I love her and I wanted to help her, I know this is beyond anything that I could do and help her with. She has to go to the Lord about this. She needed deep prayer. She needed deep meditation. She needed a deep spiritual cleansing because she was so she had so much uh she was so emotionally scarred. She had too many scars that I couldn't heal. I couldn't help heal with all the love I could give. Is She had too many demons that was hard for me to fight, and I'm trying to fight my demons at the same time. It was just hard for us to keep it together. It was very hard for us to keep it together. But I love her. I loved her because it was just way too much to deal with. It was way too crazy. I mean, you can love somebody, but it can be way too much to deal with. She was just way too crazy, way too chaotic. You know what I mean? Now I pray for the Lord to, have send me somebody that, appreciates me for what it is. And that's why a lot of times Scorpios, we go long periods of time without dating. A lot of times people think, oh, because we look a certain way, y'all, we seem a certain way, that we just bounce from relationship to relationship. We're not those type of people. We are very coordinated when it comes to dating. Some of us, I'm just speaking from a Phoenix Scorpio's point of view, we don't we can go for long times of celibacy without really having sex, without really dating too many women. But that's why people say we have extremely strong sex drive, because we concentrated and we built our body up we built our body to be really, really strong, because we know that giving out our energy just anywhere, it can just break your body down. It makes you weak. It makes you not be able to, have a strong sex drive. It breaks your body down. It's abuse of what you're supposed to be doing, and I didn't want to do that. No, we don't get it twisted. Don't it's not like that, Shelly. We are freaks, but we choose certain particular people. You got to be a particular woman. You have to have a particular style. You have to be stand out. You have to have something that stands out differently than everybody else. Like all my girlfriends from the past have had something different that just stuck out, and that was very special, that separated them from everybody else. They didn't think like either they mindset was totally different, either their hair just looked different, the way their spirit was just super really beautiful out there, either super intelligent. It was always something special about us. So I didn't we don't so to say, we don't mix in with the riffraff. We like the cream of the crop. We like the pick of the litter. I don't want no throwaway woman. I want a woman that's prestigious. I want a woman of morals and values and standards. I want a woman of substance. I don't want no throwaway ratchet. You know what I'm saying? But I know everybody like what they like. But I love a woman of strong substance. You know what I mean? A beautiful woman, a woman that don't mind being a woman. I like a feminine woman. I like a natural, old-fashioned type of woman with but at the same time, I like her to be up to date. I like her to be, cool, But we're very simplistic, but we do like a beautiful woman. We definitely like a beautiful woman with very striking features. I'm into women with striking features, and just like I was telling Shelly, like we don't mess with any type of woman, but when we actually do, yeah, that we will blow your mind and knock your socks off, but we're not gonna just do it to anybody. You know what I'm saying? She got to be a special female in our life. It got to be some type of emotional attachment. It can't just be no, if it's just sex, if it don't have no type of substance to it or emotional connection to it, it's just probably gonna just be a one night stand. But when it has substance and spiritual connection, some woman that can actually build something with it and have something one day, that's when we open up ourselves and show you all that stuff that is known for, all the crazy stuff, all the freaky stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're right, Shelly. You have to be motivated. Why you say, oh no? Y'all make sure y'all like the video too. But I'm gonna end this one. But just remember, you know, for anybody that's going through what they're going through as a Scorpio, remember it's only a phase. And once you make it through that dark phase, it's a lesson. You know what I mean? It's like doing weight training and preparing for the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? You gotta build your muscle up. You can't just jump into you just can't get the gold medal. You gotta you gotta run laps every day. You gotta do countless exercise and you gotta it's phases through this life is and for Scorpios, unfortunately, our phase is just a lot darker than most people's phases. We see a lot more darker sides to this life than most people can see. We can fathom, the tragedies of life and see it for what it is. We're not the type of people that you can shock that easily because we see the dark side. We see the slaughters of our friends. We see the hatred and the darkness and the jealousies and the envies. We're not oblivious to the dark side of life, and we don't even teach our children to be oblivious. We even teach our children to be awakened to the darknesses and the illnesses of life. I don't want my nieces and nephews to be naive and give them that old tooth fairy bullshit. I want them to be prepared for this life and be aware of what's around them. I don't want them to be silly all the time and be oblivious and somebody could tell them and swing them any type of way because I didn't prepare them. It's not going to be because I didn't prepare them and I wasn't honest with them. You know what I mean? So you have to be the same way as Scorpios. We're very honest with even with the children. Just like I'm honest with y'all, I'm honest with the children. And, I tell them the truth because I want them to be prepared and I want them to be strong and I want them to be solid and let them know it's dark. It is darkness in the world, but you just have to be prepared for it, and you have to keep your eyes open. You know what I mean, and be brave and face it. But don't run away for it. We don't run away from our darkness, or the people, or the dark people, or the evil people. But we just prepare for it. We just weather the storm. We prepare for the storm. So y'all just keep y'all head up and realize you looking at a walking testimony. I'm a walking testimony that you can make it through your evil family members, through your evil the dark cloud that seems to follow you ever since you were brought into this world. It's only a phase of life. It's a test. And as long as you keep your faith strong and listen and be obedient to the Spirit of the Lord, he will look after you. As long as you remember him, he will remember you. You know what I mean? Always remember that. As long as you remember him, he will remember you. You know what I'm saying? In times of trouble. So keep your head up and keep your heart strong, man, because I'm a living testimony. It can happen, man. The Lord, he will remember you, man. Even when it seems like you stranded out here by yourself with nobody to love you or care about you. Remember the Lord loves you. Remember Jesus loves you, man. Remember your boy God by 2009. I got love here. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel yet, man. Don't throw in the towel just yet, man. You got this. You know what I mean? You got this. So I make sure I don't forget nobody. Let me see. And Shelly, don't you be typing all over this mess. Let the other people talk with your crazy Pisces. I love you to death. Cause you type faster than anybody I've ever seen in my life. uh, hey, golden golden dancer. Pressure creates a diamond. Absolutely, pressure creates a diamond, and you can't. Anything that's worth holding on to don't come easy. Also remember that anything that's worth holding on to don't come easy. So with that said, man, let me make sure I get my boy Willie stuff before. You said you're not stopping anyone, Shelly. Okay, I know you're not, Shelly. I'm just picking with you. Scorpio be like to pick with people. Hold on, Scorpio's head. All right, hold on. I need to see this. I have to. I have to have genuine affection to a level of trust for a certain person before I feel free to explore my filthy side. It's all about feelings and vibration. Absolutely, it has to be organic. Once I see it's organic, then that's when, and I see that you really have some type of emotional connection, that we really are friends, and that we really can make something happen. Then, then we can get freaky and all that. But we don't really, Scorpios, we don't really do all that talking. It's not like a fire sign. If you don't believe how the Scorpio, you don't believe our sex drive is strong and that we are built like that, come see it for yourself. You have to, we don't do that lip popping and bragging. You come see it for yourself. We have a strong, solid confidence about ourselves. If you don't believe it, come see it for yourself and try it for yourself. Come try one from your, if next time a Scorpio approaches you, come try it for yourself. You'll see, you'll see for yourself. I don't have to brag like, be like, oh, I can do this and I can do that. You'll see for yourself. You know what I mean? You'll see for yourself. It just make sure you bring your Gatorade, bring the Gatorade, bring the water. But just like with my family, it was dark. A lot of times I didn't have, it wasn't the support. I didn't have no support system. It seemed like it just wasn't no love. Anything I did, it was just like all the trophies, all the stuff, whatever I did, it was just never no love and support. And it made me appreciate any type of love and support I do get from anybody. That's why when y'all show me all this, even all this love, I appreciate it humbly, and I accept it with humility, because it don't gotta be like this. It could be having nothing, you know what I mean? And I appreciate that, because I come from absolutely nothing. I come from a place where it's zero love and where people hate each other and people are petty towards each other. So I appreciate this love. It's overwhelming. But with that said, man, I hope y'all enjoy this. It takes me time. As a Virgo woman, I am confident Scorpio can't leave for long. I won't open one. I don't know why I keep pressing that. I'm about to make sure I see some of y'all, because there's so many comments. Y'all give me a second. I'm gonna get you on today too, Willie, my boy. If you still up here, y'all make sure y'all like if y'all still up here, and y'all meet me and my boy Willie on the next joint. And I'm trying to find my homegirl. She said she want to do one with me. So if you watching this video, or if you see this video later, Miller, make sure you hit me up on the email. $52.42. I love y'all to death, and I see y'all. I'll meet y'all on the next joint, man. Me and my boy Big Willie, we gonna be on the next joint. Me and my young boy, you know what I'm saying? He a real intelligent brother, and it's gonna be older Scorpio talking to younger Scorpio male. You know what I mean? Let's make it interesting. We're gonna have younger Scorpio male talking to the older Scorpio male, and get a perspective. Get a concept of both sides of the fence. You know what I mean? Because it's two different opinions. So we gonna go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace. And pounds to my dogs, because I don't do that. Slap, slap, slap. Pound. Y'all know how I am. I don't do that freaky deaky mess. I like the ladies, only the ladies. Only kiss for the lady. y'all know I'm crazy as hell. I gotta make y'all laugh a little bit. You know what I mean? Even though this is a serious video, y'all know I like to have fun with y'all. So I'm gonna holler at y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all day, man. And I'm gonna do this next joint with my boy. Peace.